Hello, writers. My name is Kristen Taylor. I am the creator of the Blank Page Workshops. I started these online workshops about 7 or 8 years ago when my husband and I were living in Los Angeles. I started them because I wanted to try to keep in touch with my writing friends that were sort of scattered across the city. I wanted us to have a way to have community, keep each other accountable, but I also wanted to use what I had learned in my Master's of Fine Arts in Creative Writing to help challenge and teach and help my fellow writers grow. So many years later, these workshops have continued to thrive, and now I have had writing clients and members from all across the country. And even a couple from around the world. And I'm so excited this spring to be partnering with Susan Fish and Storywell to offer a brand new workshop. This workshop is called Get Published. It's time to get your work out into the world. I've had the great fortune of having 2 books published and a slew of articles and essays in magazines and journals, both online and in print. And I would love to bring to the table and share what I've learned about publishing and the publishing process. So for 5 weeks, we're going to look at how do we get our work published. The first week, we're going to look at balancing the writing process with the publishing process. Finding a publisher, sending your work out is actually quite a job, and it takes a significant amount of time, and we need to talk about how and when do we arrange a schedule in which that allows us to both write but also to find publishers and get our work out there. The second week, we're going to look at actually researching and finding publishers, whether it be a book publisher, a magazine, a journal, or a poetry publication. How do we find the right fit for our work? And we'll give you resources for that and how to go about that process. The third week, we'll talk about writing a winning query letter and cover letter. So once you find the publisher you want to contact, we're going to talk about leveraging the connections you have and writing a query letter and a cover letter that will help get you the attention you need, help get your foot in the door. The fourth week, we're going to look briefly at writing a winning book proposal. Now, book proposals are in depth and they take a lot of work, and we're hoping to offer a separate workshop later on in the summer all about writing the book proposal. But during this workshop, we will take a week to sort of look at outlining a book proposal and all that that entails. Then finally, the fifth week, we're going to look at, once you've gotten your work out there, you've contacted the publishers, how do we go about handling both rejection and acceptance? Because this is a psychological journey really at its core, and it takes support and it takes a certain sort of fortification to deal with that rejection and acceptance process. So we will meet together in person the first week to get to know one another. We'll meet together the last week to sort of wrap up the workshop, but then in the meantime, we're going to meet online. And so you may be wondering, how does this work? How do the Blank Page workshops work online? Well, I have found the best way to host these workshops online is through using Google Communities and Google Drive. And they're very user-friendly. All you need is a Google account in order to be a part of them, but that's free and easy to set up. Once you have your Google account set up, I'll show you how we navigate through the workshop by showing you a workshop that I've done recently in the last few months. So once you have your Google account, every email, you can see here the Google community, everything that your group does on Google Communities or in the Google Drive will come directly to your inbox, so you'll be notified that there's activity going on. If you would like to go directly to the Google community, you just go up to this Rubik's Cube, click on that, click on Google Communities, and head on over to the community where we're going to be meeting. Now, Google Communities is where I load the lecturettes every week. I do a little video lecturette that covers some aspect of craft along with a writing prompt. And it's also where we discuss our writing process. So you can see this is a group that I led in the fall, and it was a wonderful group. They were very supportive, very chatty. You can see each week I load a lecturette, and then we discuss our writing process, our writing goals for that week. Are we achieving them or not? And how do we approach certain aspects of writing? Then for the actual writing piece, we load our work every week into Google Drive. And over in Google Drive, I establish folders for each one of the writing workshops. And let's see, we'll go in here to another workshop I loaded. I have a folder for each week, and you load your writing into that folder. Now, I love Google Drive because you can open a document from one of your group members and you can give feedback all on that document. So you can see here on the right-hand side all the different members who were giving feedback to this person in one place. So that's part of why I love using Google Drive, because it gives us that chance to give each other feedback on our writing. So that's how the workshops run on through technology. Like I said, we use a combination of the Google Drive and the Google Communities. If you have any other questions, please let me know. You can contact me directly or contact Susan Fish through Storywell, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. In terms of price, the workshop is $40 a person per week for a total of $199 for the 5 weeks. All right, I hope to hear from you. I hope I get to join you on your writing journey. Thank you. Bye.